So, One Piece chapter 1060 is out, and let's begin by talking about Luffy's dream and becoming Pirate King. So in this chapter, Luffy finally tells his dream to the crew, and we get all the crew's reactions. And I think two important things to take from it is Robin, her reaction is ... So I think she knows a lot more about Luffy's dream, and because everybody else is like, it's impossible, or they're laughing, but Robin is contemplating. So clearly there's something she knows through probably the poneglyphs about Luffy's dream that's really important. The second thing is that the Thousand Sunny actually gets a reaction with the rest of the crew, showing that the Thousand Sunny is finally waking up, similar to how the Mary is waking up. I think that was a pretty cool addition. So now let's talk about Luffy becoming Pirate King, because Frankie tells Luffy that to achieve his dream, he has to become someone as important as the Pirate King. So we see in this chapter that Caribou is actually on the ship. We see this when Luffy says, let's go to Marijua, and then Caribou's like, wait, Marijua? Are they going there? That's dangerous. I need to get off the ship. And I think this is really important because from Fishman Island, then to Wano, and now on the ship, Caribou has said he needs to tell that person about Poseidon and that Shirahoshi is Poseidon. We all assume that was Blackbeard. Then he got caught and he's in Wano in the Udon prison, and then he finds out about Pluton and he's like, I need to go tell that person. And at the end of Wano, what do we get? There is a man who has a scar that's shaped like a flame. And this person seems like the best lead to get in the last road poneglyph, because as Robin said, that poneglyph is lost to the sands of time. Like nobody has seen it for so long except this man marked by flames. So I think the man that Caribou is actually going to tell all this about is this man marked by flames, because why would it be Blackbeard now that we've come so far? I mean, Oda doesn't really need to tease it anymore. I think he should have just, said, I need to go to Blackbeard. So that's my thoughts on that part of the chapter. Okay, Cobra's dead. We find out that no, Sabo didn't kill him. We all knew that. Vivi is missing. We don't know where she is. And honestly, I have no clue either. Like what's going to happen with Vivi. Maybe we will see in our next island and then she'll join the crew. But honestly, I have no thoughts on Vivi. If you have any, let me know down in the comment section. But then we find out Sabo actually figured out that there was someone sitting on the throne, Im-sama. And I really can't believe this, because the Gorosei, the five elders, Im-sama, we get to see that Im-sama is really powerful, and we assume the Gorosei is powerful and has Haki. So how come they did not send Sabo in there with observation Haki? And from what we see with Im-sama, he sort of has like this all-seeing ability, because his eyes are the focus of the chapter whenever we see him, and he crosses out the island, and then sort of like a light rains down from the sky. And clearly this is his ability, because before this happens we see a close-up of one of his eyes. Can he see the whole world from where he's sitting at Marjua? Now this isn't really something impossible, because Oda loves parallels, and this would actually parallel really well with Skypiea and Enel, who could hear what everybody was saying throughout the island and could bring down punishment from wherever he was with his lightning ability. This is something similar, but instead of hearing, he has sight, like throughout the whole world, and then he can bring down judgment wherever he feels like it. I think that's what it is. That's a pretty cool parallel, but then it doesn't make sense that he didn't notice that Sabo was there. Or maybe he did, but he didn't tell the Gorosei, because he realized, oh, Sabo is going to that island, I'm going to destroy it anyway, so he will die there. Personally, I don't think Sabo is dead, but until we see a body, I'm going to keep saying Sabo is alive, because, I mean, it's shown. So unless we get confirmation, it's not really going to happen. So a quick interjection here, I actually didn't talk about the Marines, and this is really important because they were intercepting Sabo's called a dragon, and they weren't actually using, the white dendemushes, which basically muffle the signal, but they were just using a regular one, so it was very easy to tap what they were saying. And the Gorosei actually found out what Sabo was actually saying, and they were telling the communications, cut the line, don't continue, don't, give this to the Marines, make sure it doesn't get out. But we don't know who was listening in, because Aokainu could have been listening in, Kizaru could have been listening, maybe Garp also. So this could have big ramifications for the Marines. So let's say a member of SWORD was listening in. In the final battle, they probably gonna side with the destroyers because they know about this, but they're gonna just keep it on a hush for now. But let me know what you think. Is gonna happen. Do the Marines, get information on this or not? And what do you think this is gonna be for the end of One Piece War? But anyway, those are my thoughts on One Piece chapter 1060. Like the video if you enjoyed what I had to say, dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe for more One Piece content, and I'll see y'all in my next video.